Hey guys, it's Gaming Jim here today with Graded Power. How you guys all doing? Hope you're having a great day. You guys know recently I just got in some cards from CGC. So today I got about maybe 5, 7, and I'm going to show you the grades of them and tell you what I think of the grades. I mean, people have been asking my opinion, what I think of the grades. I'm going to let you know. Now you guys all know Graded Power, we do the BGS, we do PSA and Pokemon, we do it all. And now we're going to start doing CGC for Pokemon and Magic cards. But right now I got some Magic cards in, and we're going to discuss them. So first up here, I'm going to go over the Shazam and tell you what I think of the grade compared to the other grades I've gotten in the past from other companies. So a lot of this is going to be zooming in, so if you get motion sickness, you better take some Dramamine or something, because we're going to be going in and out. So this card right here got a center of a 9.5, a surface of a 7, a corners of a 6, and an edges of a 6.5. So I got a total grade of a 6.5 EX. It's a near mint plus. Now, how do I feel about the grade? I look at it and, you know, I see the scratches on the surface. I see marks. Now, it's really hard to show you those on camera, so we're not going to even try going through the glare of the case. But the centering I like. The centering looks like it's been pretty good. It's a 9.5. The back is also centered pretty well. So I'm okay with the centering, but I'm also blind and, you know, not good at, you know, peripheral vision and things like that. But overall it looks good. Now next, going to the corners. I've looked at these corners, and these are pretty harsh corners. I mean, if you can take a look right here, you can see the damage right there. So the corner grade of a 6.5 to me actually looks pretty good. I mean, they did same thing down here. If we can get a shot right there, we can do that. Now you can see it also on the back, the whitening, like down here. I mean, I think they did a good job on the corners. The edges. The edges, 6.5. Maybe it could have been a 7, you know, but there is a lot of wear. Like, for instance, once again, you can see right here, edge wear. Real up close. Or down lower. I can see edge wear on the back. All over on the side. All right here, if anybody can see that, all the edges. So, overall, they did a 6.5. I'm okay with the grade. I think if I sent this to Beckett, it would be a 6 to a 6.5. So, I'm okay with that one. So far, I give it the 2 thumbs up. Alright. Next up we have an All Hallows Eve from Legends. That's an 8. So now when I take a real good look at this card, centering seems okay. They give me a 9 on centering. I can see it's off a slight bit, top to bottom. The surface, once again, looks clean. Now the edges gave me an 8, and I think the reason they gave me an 8 on the edges, all the edges look good except for this part right here, which is pretty hammered right here by the corner. You guys can see that right there. It's right there where my finger is. It's a really good ding. So they pretty much picked that up. Now the corners, I mean, I think the corner should be a 9, but I mean, I can see what they see. It's a tough call on this one. I mean, you can see right here in the upper right hand corner. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit there. All the other corners look really decent. I mean, I probably would have bumped it up a hair higher, but, you know, I think with this edge wear down here that it could have been a little bit on the corner, and I see a little whitening on the corner down here. So, I mean, all up, I'm okay with that card. I mean, like I said, maybe an 8.5 by Beckett, maybe an 8. Like I said, it's hard to choose, but I'm not upset about this grade, and you get some thumbs up. I don't think they did a bad job. Alright, next up, we're going to go through some Arabian Nights. Arabian Nights, this is Library of Alexander. It's got a 7. Once again, the centering a 9. I'm okay with that. You can see a little... Now, I don't know what they did on the center and the back, because the back's a little off to the front. So I need to really check with them to see how much the back pertains to the grading. I can check with them and ask. Overall, surface is 6. There must be something on here that I can't see through the case. Oh, and I see it. It's a binder ding right here. You won't be able to see it, but there is a binder crease right there, so they got that pretty good. The corners are an 8. The way they've been grading corners, I can see why. And the edges are a 7.5. And I can see why there's a lot of play on the back edge here. Once again, the overall grade on this, probably the same thing from Beckett. Maybe, maybe a 6.5 depending on what mood they're in, or maybe a 7.5. But once again, this card at a 7, I'm alright with it. So, we'll see. Alright, here we got a really nice grade. This came back a 9.5. It's a Demonic Tutor from Beta. It's actually, a basic 9.5. Take a good look at that one. I mean, the centering, once again, they have a 9.5. Looks close. Like I said, once again, my centering. Surface, I don't see anything. Corners. So, corners look good. I mean, I see a hair right here. I mean, on another card, they took that off a little bit, but on this one, they didn't. It seems okay. The edges, though. Edges got a 9, and I can't see for the life of me why. There's got to be a spot that I don't see, and it's one little tiny white tick. And I think that was just a little harsh. So, but it is. Once again, I'm okay with the grade. Here is a Terra from Beta. It's a 9. It got 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, and edges an 8.5. I'll see if I can see what's wrong with the edges. Alrighty. I mean, all the edges are solid except for one side. And there's a few nicks on it, just a few, and they dinged it pretty hard. So, but I mean, that's what it is. They're not perfect cards, so you've got to take off a point here, half a point here. So it's all right here. You guys can see. So. I mean, I really think the corners on this could have been a 10. There's really no whitening, no nothing. Could have been a little better, but once again, still seems to be okay. Alright, let's go to a card that everybody wants to see. We're going to go with Alpha. Now, I know what this card was exactly when I sent it into BGS, because this is a crossover. So let's start with the centering. They got a 9.5 centering. I think it's off a hair, personally. I mean, and only because I can see it a little bit. And you can see it a little bit on the back as well. Now, when this was my BGS 9, my centering was definitely a 9. So, they have a 9.5. The surface, this actually card came out of a pack when I opened it up in 1993 and threw it in a sleeve and threw it in a drawer and just didn't care because it was a time twister and it wasn't really great card back at the time. So the surface I'm okay with. The corners. Corners I'm okay with and the edges I'm okay with. Yeah. Corners bring it down. I think the edges could be a 9.5. I don't see any real problems with the edges. I mean, there are really no nicks. Not even a tick. You can see all around it. It's going to be tough, like I said. I'll show you on the back, same thing. You know. I mean, possibly could have been a 9.5 on the edges. I mean, I like the case, I like the design. Seem a little smoother, a little better. Not as bulky. Nice graphic serial number. I like the serial number on the back. Great for picture taking. A lot of people hate serial numbers. I mean, for me, a lot of people don't like this area right here. I like it because I can see it and read it because I'm blind. I mean, I can actually read it from here. I don't have to go, hey, what does it say? So, alright, next up, we got a Mox Emerald from Magic the Gathering, 1993 limited edition. Ooh, it's an alpha. That's nice. That's nice. That's a 9. So, alright, what do we got here? The centering a 9. I like the centering a little better than I like the time twister. I mean, everybody's got centering, you know. Each company looks at centering differently, so we'll see. The surface, there is something on the surface that I didn't see, so now I see it's a little scratch. A little scratch. The corner's a 9. These corners are better than the time twister. Could have been a little higher. And the edges, I think they're a little tough on the corners. Not so much on the edges. I mean, they catch it right here. There's a white nick right there, if anybody can see above my finger. If you can't, then I'll move my fat finger. Yeah. 9. I mean, I'm alright with it. And this was also a crossover, by the way, from BGS, so they also had a 9. And they were all the same exact grades on the subgrades, so give or take. Now, the turnaround times are faster. The prices are a little better for bulk. They do charge you for the value of the card. So, but the other thing I like best about this company is I got one of these back today. And I will take it because I couldn't get someone to grade this. Now, the greatest part about this is a misprint error. And they graded it as a normal card, not counting the error. But they did put error on it. So, right there, error. I think that's awesome because I'm a misprint guy. Been in it since '93. Everybody else did it. A lot of people are going to love sending in their misprints. I think this is going to be huge for this company. And I really like it that they're grading misprints and they're grading test prints and they're grading other things. I think I actually have another test print over there. So hopefully someone will hand me that card. And we'll keep talking about how awesome this card is. I mean, this is a counterspell from Acadian Maps, and it's Japanese, and it's got a nice blue tint. It's missing a color, you know, magenta and stuff like that. So, like I said, I don't know how much more excited I can be, guys, that they're grading misprints. And they are, and it's wonderful, and I think a lot of people are going to love this. I know I do. So, like I said, serial numbers on the back, and there's a little thing on the back that says additional ink. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty good. So, once again, these are very stackable. They're neat. They stack. If you can see this, I don't know if the camera's done. My camera person has left. I think they went on strike. But anyway, I really do like how they grade the cards, and hopefully I will find you another one in 30 seconds, and we'll pop it in. Now, they also, like I said, do test prints. Here's one from Magic the Gathering from M15. This isn't, you know, never seen this card before. So, and they just basically grade the card as a card and then acknowledge that it's a test print. It's pretty awesome. So, I'm really, really happy about that. I mean, it's got a center of a 10, a surface of a 9.5, a corners of a 9.5, and edges of a 9.5. I mean, this is really, really awesome. Also, if you didn't see my other video, the way they come packaged for the, you know, the premium service, you got the foam, you know, and you can put them right in the foam like that, and they send you. I think it's great. Anyway, this concludes my, you know, critiquing of CGC. Once again, I didn't see too much of a problem. They were a little harsh on the corners, you know. That's my opinion. Everybody else is going to have their own opinion on, you know, if they like the cases, if they don't like the cases. I'm just know that it wasn't too easy and it wasn't super, you know, they were strict, but they weren't like, you know, hey, you got just a speck here, we're going to make it, you know, a 7. It was really good. I think they did well in their grading. I'm pretty impressed by it. I'm looking forward to, you know, doing a Pokemon video. I do have tons and tons of cards that I will be doing a regular video on, showing you the grades. You know, as always, showing you what we get in here at Graded Power, because we get a ton of cards in here. My whole new job is just showing you cards on a video. I mean, I have to give up that McDonald's nighttime job now. But anyway, you know how it is. So, hope you guys liked it. We had some cool cards, had some alpha cards, had some beta cards, had an Arabian Night, did all the old school stuff. You can just see them here. So, Twister. It's all really awesome. I mean, they're nice cards. Anyway, I appreciate you turning into the channel. You know it's YouTube/Graded Power. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. You know you like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And as always, I've been your host, Gaming Jim. Hope you come back, watch more of our videos, and I hope you have a great afternoon, and stay safe out there. Thanks, guys. See you next video.